It's Week 14 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' Rocket On quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Raiders and the Browns on Monday night.
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember?
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Oh, some strong running.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 22 carries, 87 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is. Because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
I'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing on first down. Harrell.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. The Raiders at 5-7 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Watson's throw complete there to Beckham.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb able to power through. Stiff-armed him. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Watson. And the Raiders have got him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Browns send out their punter now.
Back deep, Rashid Shaheed.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fights off the defender. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive.
Harrell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw.
Harrell. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Harrell. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Harrell
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Harrell.
Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Looking to throw. Harrell. This is caught. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call on a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. In motion, there goes Bell.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harrell caught on the right side by Adams. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. To throw on 2nd down. Harrell gets the check down throw to White. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Harrell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Well, they had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Watson. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him the first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him, because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult, because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Raiders.
They'll go up the middle with White. And slow going there, as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Harrell. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Raiders first down.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now back to the ground game with White. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Rolling to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack recorded, it's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Off play action. Harrell. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Looking to throw. Harrell. Forced out to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. Over the middle to Beckham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Out of the gun, Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Down the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Looking to throw on second down.
Harrell over the middle. He's got Mayer.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Las Vegas.
Back to throw.
Harrell. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Greg Houston on the coverage defensively.
Operating from the gun.
Harrell.
It's caught here by Adams. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here comes third down and 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Operating from the gun.
Harrell
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll see.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Harrell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Fighting to stay upright. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go up the middle with Chubb.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harrell.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to the 25.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Harrell.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They run straight ahead here with White. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Second down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Harrell. And that's complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Raiders.
Operating from the gun. Harrell. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw. Harrell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yards.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Zamir White.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Watson.
Got it to Bell on the out route.
And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Back to throw, Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Watson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Chubb.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Chubb again. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal.
Watson now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Still fighting for more.
And they finally stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. A terrific return.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Throwing to start the drive. Harrell.
Open, and it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter. And the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyree Wilson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
To throw on second is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
At the 5-yard line.
Opting to run again here with White. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Harrell. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Greg Newsome on the coverage defensively.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. White. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Back to throw. Harrell. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
From his goal line here, Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
They go with White on the counter. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
6-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Harrell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the end zone, Watson.
To the sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
From his end zone, Watson on 3rd and long. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 4th down, Watson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jacorian Bennett has it.
And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Here's White.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Raiders, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
So for the Raiders, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.